And now, here's Derek Schnarr and Van Stout.
Where's Van, man? Isn't he out here?
He said something about driving a mower and borrowing a chainsaw. I'm not really sure what he was doing.
He's gone mad. I mean, how's he getting on this equipment?
Oh, well, I'm not sure.
Oh, did he grease you?
A little bit.
He greased you? I'll tell you, where's the guy get his cash? It's unbelievable.
I can't stop it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I can't. Look out, flowers! Look out! Holy
I don't know about you, but my socks are rolling up and down. It's the batteries, I think, that they've just gotten recharged, but it's divine because this is show number 9, and I'm a poet. I don't know it. I mean, we're almost into double figures, which is, I've got a double figure right here, but we don't need to go into that area either. But I'm Van, he's Derek. We've got another neat show. Newly crowned state champion, Division I, Emmet Herb. He's a diminutive guy, but boy, I tell you what a nice young man. Yep. And he's an individuals champion. He won going away. We got a profile with him.
130 pounds, soaking wet. I can say this about Emmet. When the lights come on, he shows up every single time. He might get bored a little bit with some of the 9-hole stuff, but I'll tell you what, at the end of last year and then into the state tournament, when the lights come on, the boy can flat out play.
And he said during our interview, I think it was one of the 5 pars out at University Ridge, he was 245 and he hit a 4-iron. And I said, that's obscene, Emmet. That's just wrong, okay?
He never said it went on. But it does. I watch it.
I mean, it's
45 all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, you know, something that we're very closely associated with because they're one of our sponsors, but we're going to talk to Joe Linus from the First Tee organization and how they're making a major imprint and fingerprint in the greater Madison area.
Well, I mean, they have completely resurrected the entire thing. You know, first of all, they went and got the big names, right? They got Stricker, they got Kelly, they got North, they got Steinhauer. But what they're doing behind the scenes with the community and the kids and trying to grow the game of golf, I mean, it is off the charts. Way better stuff. Can't wait to hear from him.
Now, and then our tip is all about Zach Gargan and you guys are going to talk about what, I mean, is my shirt, should it be buttoned? Should it be unbuttoned? Isn't it, you know?
Well, you're a very unconventional golfer in general. So really what we're talking about is the setup, and we talk about it all the time. You know, you can go to Vitens and there's 80 stalls and there's people, what's wrong with my swing? What's wrong with my swing? Well, maybe what's wrong with your swing is you just don't have a setup that's going to help you swing the club better. So it's just a little segment on how to set up to the golf ball.
So we've got a full docket as usual. Yep. You're watching Tee to Green, we hope.
They really are built Cleary tough.
That's what I'm saying.
And with over a 98% customer satisfaction rating, isn't it time you build it Cleary tough?
Have you dreamt of playing up 18 at Pebble Beach or sticking one close on 17 at TPC Sawgrass? How about experiencing where golf all began at historic St. Andrews? Certified Yummy Golf can make those dreams a reality. They'll plan your group's next golf getaway and worry about all the details. Flight, lodging, golf, meals, and everything in between. All you worry about is your golf game and what to order on the 19th hole. Visit CertifiedYummy.com/golf to learn more.
Before I joined the First Tee, the only sport I ever did was surfing channels.
I used to get C's and D's. Now I'm planning for a BA in history.
I've learned a lot at the First Tee. I even learned how to play golf.
Put a golf club in a young person's hands and watch them grow. At the First Tee, we instill values like confidence, judgment, respect, and integrity. Values they learn from golf, but take with them for the rest of their lives. Find out how you can get involved today.
We've been around 30 years. I was raised in this business. I want this business to be here when I have kids someday. This is something we actually love doing, so we want to see it succeed. Insurance is a big part of that picture. You have to have people that you trust, so somebody that is there and understands your business like Neckerman is a huge relief. It makes focusing on the heart of our business a lot easier and not have to have that weight on our shoulders.
Tee to Green is brought to you by University Ridge Golf Course, the First Tee of South Central Wisconsin, Neckerman Insurance Services, Smart Motors, Cleary Building Corp., Summershine Lemon and Mint Whiskey, and by Certified Yummy Golf.
Welcome back to Tee to Green. I'm Van Stout, joined by the reigning Division I individual state champion, Emmet Herb. Congratulations, Emmet.
Thank you.
How does that sound? How does that feel to you to be referred to as the reigning Division I state champion?
It definitely hasn't sunk in yet. I don't think it ever will, to be honest. It feels like a dream, but it's really a humbling experience.
An incredible way to cap off your senior season for the Middleton Cardinals. Did you have any inkling going into the state tournament that you were on top of your game like that?
Not really. I actually came out here and tried to kind of fix things out quick on Sunday night and was just kind of hoping that it would work. And I never would have imagined I would have played as well as I did.
So at what time, maybe on Monday during Monday's round, that you kind of figured out, I'm in that rarefied air called the zone?
Probably after the front nine. I think I only missed one green on the front, so I was feeling pretty good. I was confident with my driver, and I feel like if you can hit the ball straight at your ridge, you can score pretty well, so I'd say that's probably about when.
Was there a particular putt or a shot that said, I'm fully engaged right now, let's go start shooting at pins?
Yeah, on 11, actually, I hit a really long drive. I had like 240 in, and I hit a 4-iron to like 20 feet. And it was kind of testing myself because I didn't know whether to go for it or not because I played well in the front. And after that, I knew I was like, okay, I can start really going for things.
Just to let you know, that's obscene that you're hitting a 4-iron 240 yards, okay, by a young man your size. And you've heard this all of your young adult life is, you know, how can you play when you're the diminutive size that you are? But that's really never been an obstacle for you, has it?
No, not really. I've always, gotten that, like, oh, you know, like, oh, length will come, but I swing pretty hard. I think.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been a problem for me.
You don't leave anything on the tee, as they say. But when you're out there in competition, I mean, do you find out that the length that you have is every bit as good as the person or the competitor that you're up against in that particular group or foursome?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think I get outdriven by too many people, to be honest. So I've never really even thought about it. I just kind of like, if they hit one really long, good for them. But
at the very beginning, we talked about, you know, what it meant to you to win the title as an individual, but as a team, the Middleton Cardinals finished second overall, which was still a very nice honor for you guys to have, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. But yeah, I've been working towards a team state title, so I don't know, I had some tears afterwards, but it was more out of disappointment because we didn't finish it off. It didn't have anything to do with my round, but yeah.
Obviously, for Coach Sabalka of Middleton, he's been there throughout your career, but how much impact has Derek Schnorr had on your development as a golfer and as a person?
Oh, tons. He's given me loads of confidence, helped with my swing. He's been there for the last, 4 or 5 years and really helped me turn into the person I am today, on and off the golf course. I think he sets a good example. Obviously, being my employer, he's a good guy. He really helped.
And in terms, I mean, some people say it's 90% mental and 10% physical, or some people might even say 90% mental and about 50% physical. I know that it's over 100%. Don't hold my college education against me, but do you find out that he's been as good for your mental game as any aspect that you have out there?
Oh, I think so. Just giving me confidence. He's always told me, like, he'll text me before a round and I'll say I'll do my best, and he always tells me if you do your best, you're going to win. And in my mind, I never think that, oh, I'm better than anybody else. I don't know, I don't hold myself up to be cocky or anything, but he's definitely given me confidence to play well and believe in myself.
You talk about the belief in yourself. Now, the next stage in your life, certainly going to have a busy summer this year in playing in amateur tournaments in and around the state and around the country for that matter. But as far as collegiately is concerned, you're going on to St. Thomas and you hope to play there as well, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. I've talked with their coach. He was actually at the state tournament. It was the first time he's seen me play golf, so that I lucked out there. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, next stage.
Have you found that, when you play against people, whether they be older than you or better than you, that tends to make you a better player because you see what it takes to get to that next level?
Oh, absolutely. I think, well, like the TaylorMade invite they've had out here playing with pros and amateurs that are, you know, kicking the crap out of me is really nice. I mean, just to see, like, this is how you're supposed to play, this is how it's supposed to be done. And even with high schoolers, playing with Harrison Ott, who people know nationally, he's incredible. It's just to see that, like, oh, that's how you hold yourself and that's how you play the game. It's helpful.
You mentioned how you play the game, Emmett. You've obviously done a very good job up to this point, but is there that in the offing maybe that if I get that chance or that opportunity to maybe take it beyond the college game?
I have not even thought about it. I don't know. Coach Sabalka actually was saying like how much I've learned through flight scope and lessons and stuff like that, that I should think about going into like some sort of golf career, and it's never even crossed my mind. So I guess maybe down the road I'll think about it, but as of right now, not too much.
Emmett, thank you very much again. Congratulations, and the best of luck to you in the future as far as your golf career is concerned. Tee to Green will continue in just a moment.
You have your crew, and you have ours. They keep things exciting, and we keep things safe. They've got your back, and we've got the rest. Your Neckerman Insurance. Real people right here in the 608.
Hey Travis, great day at the Oaks, nice round.
Yes.
What have you got whipped up for us?
Yeah, I got you whipped up a nice Summershine Lemon and Mint Whiskey Lemonade. And myself, I got a John Daly Summershine.
Great way to get unparched.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers. You can find it at your local golf course or your local liquor store. For more recipes, you can visit summershine.com.
Have you dreamt of playing up 18 at Pebble Beach or sticking one close on 17 at TPC Sawgrass? How about experiencing where golf all began at historic St. Andrews? Certified Yummy Golf can make those dreams a reality. They'll plan your group's next golf getaway and worry about all the details: flight, lodging, golf, meals, and everything in between. All you worry about is your golf game and what to order on the 19th hole. Visit CertifiedYummy.com/golf to learn more.
Hi, this is J.R. Smart. Every day, customers tell me what a truly exceptional experience it is buying from Smart Toyota with our friendly staff and all the little extras you won't find anywhere else. We also understand the importance of being involved in and giving back to our community. And of course, we have great deals too.
Get over 50 miles per gallon and 0% APR for 60 months on the all-new 2016 Toyota Prius, or lease for just $316 a month.
Smart Toyota, Odana Road, Madison.
Welcome back to Tee to Green, and for those of you at home that have missed our episodes in the past, it's Tee to Green TV on YouTube and Tee to Green TV both on Twitter and Facebook. Follow along. I am here with just unbelievable company. The Executive Director, Joe Lanus, Program Director, Darren Key of the First Tee. Darren, I kind of want to start with you. Yeah. I know where the First Tee was, and I know where it's headed, and I'll tell you what, you had a mountain to climb ahead of you, and you kind of resurrected this thing. Tell us where you were years ago, where you are now, and where you're headed.
Well, we had the First Tee in Madison. It was based at Bridges Golf Course on the east side. There were some issues there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to maintain that chapter. But we had the Madison Metro Youth Golf Initiative, which was led by Joni Dye, who was our executive director before this gentleman took over for her.
She did a great job.
She did. And Joe's done a fabulous job with big shoes to fill. But Madison Metro Youth Golf Initiative went after the charter to become a First Tee site in late 2010. 2011 was our first year of programming. We had 2 sites. We had 100 and some kids. Now here we are, 2016, with 11, almost 12 sites and 1,600 kids, and a site over at Blackhawk Golf Course. Yeah.
And we're having some fun with it. And, you know, I remember sitting down and kind of talking to you about what you guys were going to do with this entire thing. And we go over to Blackhawk and we get up in front of everybody and somebody raises their hand and says, what is the first tee?
Not the first time I've been asked that.
So
not the last time I'll be asked that either.
Tell us what it is. We got, you know, 2 or 3 people watching at home. Let's tell them what's going on.
The First Tee is a youth development organization with the goal of teaching life skills and core values through the game of golf. And our goal is to do that activity-based wise and seamless wise. We want our kids showing up knowing they're getting a golf lesson, but leaving with a lot more, because isn't golf just the lifetime sport that teaches you a lot that you can carry into different areas of life, at home, at school.
Now, we're trying to cover a lot of different areas with you guys. We got mentorship, we got golf, we got life skills, and all these different things. Joe, why don't you try to pull together exactly what goes on at the First Tee, all the different things, not only the kids get involved with, because it's on and off the golf course, and then a little bit about that mentor program you got going.
2 years ago, actually 2.5 years ago, before I started, there was a strategy session. The new First Tee chapter was getting some legs, and the board and Darren and Joni wanted to dive into some after-school academic programs, create a year-round facility. So when I came on board, they said, Joe, we're growing fast, we're gaining sites, we're gaining program participants. Let's see if we can get a year-round academic learning center going, and we can do golf programming, we can do life skills programming, and we can do academic programs. So we spent the better part of 2014 and half of 2015 really trying to figure out how to create that year-round experience here in the upper Midwest, as Darren likes to say, where there's
where we are, yeah.
9 months out of the year. So we actually piloted a learning center after-school program in 2004 here at Vitense, where we partnered with a couple of schools around the area where we provided an hour of academic support, followed by an hour of life skills education through the game of golf. And we took that pilot and we worked with the owners of Vitense and moved into this space in fall of 2015, which we call the First Tee Learning Center. And it's been a pretty big strategy of ours, in addition to gaining golf partnerships and agency partners. But this whole idea of, okay, the First Tee is a golf and life skills experience. How can it be an experience for kids in after-school education and provide that academic component? So that's been a really big strategy for us. And we just launched a after-school program at Cherokee on the north side, which is another component to what our programs offer.
You mentioned support. There's a fairly big tournament in our fair city community called the American Family Senior Championship that is going to be next week. How much have they helped you guys get to that next level, and how much will this tournament help for future years as well?
That's a great question. I think if you zoom out a little bit and just think about the pros that are in this community, Jerry Kelly, Andy North, Sherry Steinhauer, Steve Stricker. In 2012, they did a fundraising gala for us where they were the headline, and they did it again in 2014. And I think those 4 individuals really helped resurrect this chapter, in addition to Darren's efforts and some other board members. But I think the spillover into having the Steve Stricker bring a tournament to Madison is tremendous, not only for the First Tee, but I think golf in general. I think Derek, director of golf at Blackhawk, I mean, just the visibility for golf in this community with that Champions Tour event is going to be tremendous.
It takes a village, and it's about partnerships.
Yeah.
It's about being able to work together. I mean, doing it apart doesn't work. It's for the kids, and the more we partner.
But you mentioned those 4 pros in terms of that probably had to enhance your credibility instantaneously, didn't it?
Yeah, tremendously.
Not that you were lacking in it
right.
before, but now to have their 4 associations puts it on the map.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's Sherry, her ability to call on people and some of these pros to come to events and see these faces. I think it's made us a better chapter, not only for the visibility, but we really want to produce and have a great impact on kids and form great partnerships. So it's only elevated our chapter, and they've been a tremendous help in that.
So Darren, kids at home, hopefully they're watching, they're interested in getting involved in golf, they want to find out more about the First Tee. How do they find you guys? And then take me through a day in the First Tee at like Monona or any of these other sites that you guys are affiliated with.
Our website would be a great starting point. www.thefirstscw.org. I think we're visible enough where any kid could go to any golf course. They could come here to Vitense Golfland, very great kid-friendly facility, and ask about us, and I think they'd get pointed in the right direction. Website's a good place to start. We are at all 4 City of Madison golf courses. You mentioned Monona, you mentioned Glenway. We had programs at Monona this morning. We had groups of more than 20 showing up every 45 minutes. Again, it's the golf and life skills, but we want to do that seamlessly. We want our participants to leave with a little bit more than just a golf lesson, and we like to get them doing something once those feet hit the parking lot. We want them doing something. We want them doing an activity.
So one of the reasons why your program is so successful has a lot to do with the people that are involved. Lots of volunteering, lots of mentoring. I hear all the time about, kids in high school now starting to get involved with you guys. How do they get involved, and what will they be doing if they do?
How you can get involved, you can go on our website, first of all. A lot of our mentors come word of mouth, so some previous mentors or some previous volunteers, or even, you mentioned high school, a lot of past junior golfers at your program or at our program in years past will get involved and start to give back. So that's how you get involved. What do they do? We have a pretty unique mentor program relative to other First Tee chapters around the country, where we have a mentor go out with every foursome and play 9 holes once a week. They work on pace of play, they work on everybody's safe, they work on sort of the etiquette of the day, but then they also try to reinforce some of these core values. So we have, 85?
Wow.
We do.
Mentors this summer out on the course?
We do.
Hey guys, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for your efforts in our community. You're making a difference, and you'll continue to do so. We hope we do the same with Tee to Green as it continues.
The University of Wisconsin golf course, University Ridge, has been voted Best of Madison and is the proud host site of the PGA Tour Champions American Family Championship. Our course, designed by the world-renowned Robert Trent Jones Jr., is yours to play without a costly membership. The award-winning golf shop at University Ridge offers high-end Badger apparel you won't find anywhere else. And when you're off the course, enjoy excellent food and drink with friends at the W Grill. Play where the Badgers play, University Ridge.
Hi, this is J.R. Smart. Every day, customers tell me what a truly exceptional experience it is buying from Smart Toyota with our friendly staff and all the little extras you won't find anywhere else. We also understand the importance of being involved in and giving back to our community. And of course, we have great deals too.
Get over 50 miles per gallon and 0% APR for 60 months on the all-new 2016 Toyota Prius, or lease for just $316 a month.
Smart Toyota, Odana Road, Madison.
Hey Travis, great day at the Oaks, nice round.
Yes.
What have you got whipped up for us?
Yeah, I got you whipped up a nice Summershine Lemon and Mint Whiskey Lemonade. And myself, I got a John Daly Summershine.
Great way to get unparched.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers. You can find it at your local golf course or your local liquor store. For more recipes, you can visit summershine.com.
Andy, 1978 was a great year for both of us. Cleary Building Corp got its start, and you won the U.S. Open. Wouldn't it be great to go back in time?
I can do that. Hop in. Let's ride.
MD North wins the U.S. Open because it's built Cleary tough.
Whoa! That was awesome. See the rest of the story at clearybuilding.com.
This weekly pro tip is brought to you by Cleary Building Corporation.
So one of the main things I like to talk about all the time is making sure you understand what you are in control of on the golf course. So many people spend so much time and energy trying to control the things that they can't. I can tell you that if you lined up any student I've ever worked with, young, good players, bad players, professionals, non-professionals, they will all really focus in on their setup. So many people come down to the range and they start hitting balls and are trying to work on their golf swing with setups that aren't going to allow you to actually make a good golf swing, and you'll be surprised. Good setups lead to good golf swings. So I got my good friend Zach Garger right here. Zach, one of the things that I like to stress all the time with Zach is let's make sure that every time we have a setup that repeats itself. So we're going to start from the ground up. Now you're going to see I'm not going to talk about the grip right away because the grip is kind of unique. That's probably a whole different segment. But we're going to start from the ground up. Now one of the things you've probably heard is a lot of people always talk about make sure your stance is shoulder width. But one of the things that I like them to do, because I think that's kind of hard to see. How do you do that? Here's my arms. I don't really know what's going on. I like to make sure that the outside of their hips are on the inside of their feet. So go ahead there. He's looking pretty good. He's got his feet, looks like they're on the outside. Okay. From there, he wants to make sure that he has equal weight distribution from left to right, not more on his right, not more on his left, and also equal weight distribution from toe to heel. So he doesn't want to be more on his toes or more on his heels. It's difficult to get the body to work. So pretty good right there. You can see he is tilting forward, and something that is really important is if you look at his red zipper right here, you can see it is actually tilted away from target so that the bottom of his spine is a little bit closer to the target and the top of his spine is back a little bit. I went to Memorial, not brilliant, but the one thing I can tell you that I know, his right hand is lower than his left, so in order to get both arms straight, when he tilts, his right shoulder is lower than his left, and both arms are straight, and now we're in a position that looks very much like impact. I like players to set up very close to a simulated impact position, because then we just have to take the club back and bring it back down. So here's Zach. We got his feet wide enough, hips on the inside of his feet, spine tilt away, arms are straight. You can see his hands are a little bit ahead of the golf ball. This is a perfect setup. Go ahead and rip one. There you go. Perfect setups lead to really good golf swings and even better golf shots. And that's a tip from a pro, brought to you by Adidas and Matt Flatten.
All right, we've got the setup. It's really important. It's kind of like when you get in your car, your seatbelt goes on. Okay, so you're strapped up with your carrying bag, and then you got your hands at 10 and 2. Is that kind of like the setup that I need to worry about? Because just drive away from the golf course. Don't play today, man.
I don't think you do a lot of thinking about any setup ever on anything you do.
Played with me enough. It's just like, wow, how does he do that?
But thanks to Zach Gauger, look, control what you can control on the golf course. The setup is where you want to start. Can't control the golf swing. Can't control where your ball goes.
No.
But you can get off the golf course and say, hey, man, I set up the right way every time.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
That's what we're at.
And the setup will be shown in the box that says whatever you shot that day. That was a setup. And I'm not trying to set you up, but that is the setup. And speaking of setting things up, we're going to set things up for the future. We've talked about him a couple of times. He's going to have his center stage shot. Rob O'Loughlin, you know, talking about some of the great gadgets, if you will. I hate to call them gadgets, but for lack of a better word, how he's going to help to speed up the game and make the game more playable for youngsters learning the game.
I think he refers to it as solutions for the game.
Very nice word.
And the
You're
good thing about, but you know, the good thing about all of his solutions is they tend to end up where? Nevada Bob's and Joel Zucker, where we're going to
go that one time.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
So we're going to head over there, see what's going on with Joel.
Well, the most important thing you got to remember with Joel is you come in there with an idea, and you go out of there with about a lot more stuff than you needed to have when you came in, but you're going to take home, and it's called best price. And Joel has actually made himself, an integral piece of the golfing community, because I can't imagine that there aren't too many people that haven't been in his store over the last 25 plus years. So, I mean, to his credit, I mean, really one of the pillars in the golf community.
Well, and a lot of other places have tried to make it, and they just can't compete with this guy. So we got all the golf courses, then we got the hub of equipment over there in Joel Zucker at Nevada Bob's. He does a great job. His kid had a nice run this year, too, with Middleton Cardinals, taking second state championship.
All right, that's today's show. We've got that to look into the future as we put on our oracular powers and say, stay tuned to the next Tee to Green.
Tee to Green has been brought to you by University Ridge Golf Course, the first tee of South Central Wisconsin, Neckerman Insurance Services, Smart Motors, Cleary Building Corp., Summershine Lemon and Mint Whiskey, and by Certified Yummy Golf.